The old grandfather clock struck midnight, its deep chimes echoing through the empty halls of Blackwood Manor. Sarah Matthews, a young paranormal investigator, stood frozen in the dimly lit foyer, her breath visible in the chilly air. She had come to debunk the rumours of ghostly activity, but now, as the floorboards creaked behind her, she wasn't so sure. Sarah's hand trembled as she raised her flashlight, its beam cutting through the darkness. The musty scent of aged wood and forgotten memories filled her nostrils. She had explored countless haunted locations before, but something about this place felt different, more real, more dangerous. As she ventured deeper into the manor, Sarah's footsteps echoed off the walls. Family portraits, their eyes seeming to follow her every move, lined the narrow hallway. She paused at a door left slightly ajar, its hinges groaning as she pushed it open. The room beyond was a study frozen in time. Dust-covered books lined the shelves, and an antique desk stood proudly in the centre. Sarah's eyes were drawn to a leather-bound journal lying open on the desk. As she approached, the temperature plummeted, and her breath caught in her throat. The journal's pages began to turn on their own, faster and faster, a whirlwind of yellowed paper and faded ink. Sarah stumbled backward, her heart pounding in her chest. This was no trick of the light or overactive imagination. This was real. A whisper, barely audible, drifted through the air. "Sarah!" it called, sending chills down her spine. She spun around, searching for the source, but found only shadows. The whisper came again, louder this time, more insistent. "Sarah, help us!" Panic rising in her chest, Sarah bolted from the study. She raced down the hallway, the whispers growing to a cacophony of pleading voices. Family portraits shook on the walls, some crashing to the floor in her wake. The very house seemed to come alive around her. Sarah reached the foyer, her escape in sight, when an invisible force slammed the front door shut. She pulled at the handle, but it wouldn't budge. Turning, she saw a figure materialise at the top of the grand staircase. It was a woman dressed in Victorian-era clothing, her form translucent and shimmering. "Please," the apparition spoke, her voice echoing in Sarah's mind. "We need your help. We're trapped here, unable to move on." Sarah's fear began to subside, replaced by a mix of awe and determination. This was why she had become a paranormal investigator, to help both the living and the dead. Taking a deep breath, Sarah stepped towards the staircase. "Tell me what I need to do," she said, her voice steady despite the supernatural chaos around her. The ghost smiled, relief evident on her ethereal face. As Sarah climbed the stairs, she knew her life would never be the same. The real investigation was just beginning.